Hello, my name's Bruce Turner and I'm up bright and early this morning to go and meet Natalie Preston, who is a researcher for the BBC on Rip Off Britain. Now, Natalie has quadriplegic cerebral palsy, which affects her speech and her mobility, but her ability to overcome her adversity and achieve her dreams is nothing short of inspiring. I hope you find her as amazing as I do.
Thank you.
I'm here at Natalie's house and I'm about to go inside and meet her amazing family. Her mum Sally, her dad Lawrence and her assistant's dog Faye. Come on. Oh. Hello. Hello Faye. Oh, look at Faye's opening the door for me. How are you doing, darling?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Bruce?
So nice to see you. Look, we're in your bedroom already. You don't normally find that when you go in somebody's house. Natalie's bedroom is downstairs to suit her needs, so you're really near to the kitchen if you fancy a brew. Oh, it's such a beautiful house, Nat.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hello, how are you? Oh, I've heard loads about you all week when we've been meeting up. Nice to see you. Oh.
How are you?
Hello, I'm Bruce. How you doing? You okay? Now that Natalie's parents are obviously my best friends, it's so nice to have the opportunity to find out how they've supported her throughout her life. So, Sally, mum of the amazing Natalie, I'm sure every mother says that about their daughter, but I mean, I know the first time I met Natalie, she instantly struck a chord with me. I think it's her love for life, and it's a genuine love for life that she has. But what was it like? Obviously, did you have a normal pregnancy?
Everything was normal, absolutely normal. She arrived on the day she was expected. She was in distress before she was born, and I've worked with children all my life. And I don't know if it was a mother's instinct or what, but I sensed there was something wrong.
But you know your own daughter, of course you do.
So we went to Satin Casualty there, and the chain of events led to her being diagnosed with cerebral palsy, and we were told that she'd never walk, talk or sit up. And that we had
How was that for you?
Devastating.
I mean, I can only imagine.
Yeah, cause whatever we thought was wrong with her, we never really expected anything so
severe
dramatic and severe. Natalie was very responsive socially, so that was good. To me, there was nothing visibly wrong with her. She had a problem with a weakness in her right arm. So I was driven by the fact that I felt there was a lot we could do for her.
The biggest step for me was when she passed the test.
Driving.
And the very first time she went out, because I thought, my God, how's she going to cope driving it? Because I, know what driving to Manchester can be like. And I was absolutely amazed how well she's coped with it.
We were told when she was in school that she'd never achieve anything academically when she was 5. They told us that. And we just fought all the way through for her.
Wow, and she's gone on to achieve more than most people would ever dream of their children achieving. You know, she works in one of the most competitive industries now that there is. She's achieved master's degrees and done all sorts of amazing things. You must be bursting with pride.
Very proud. And
thank God that she's had the sort of confidence to get out there and achieve her dreams and do that. And I hope by, something like this film, I hope what it will do is make other disabled people who maybe want to do it but don't have the courage and don't have the support or the amazing family network that you seem to have here. And I hope that it will focus their aspirations and give them the fire really to go and do it.
So.
But I'm so looking forward. You're going to come with us all day, aren't you, and spend the day with us and meet some of Natalie's colleagues. So thank you for allowing us into your home.
Thank you
and for being so honest and open with us. It's I think it's so important to have a story that has integrity and respect, and I think by coming into a family home we're able to do that, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Bruce.
After spending the morning with Natalie and her family, I'm off to her place of work, the BBC. Come on Nats, I'll race you. First stop, I'm taking Natalie to see BBs. Right, Natalie, come on, show me your Spellfoes tree foo go. Hello and welcome to the Furchester Hotel. How can I help you?
Hello, have you got any rooms available, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry, but we've got no rooms left today.
Oh no! Back to work it is.
Off you go, Natalie.
Bye!
Bye. Today's birthday is Jacob's. Happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Oh, Natalie, we're not actually CBeebies presenters.
Oh, it's only Bridge one day though.
But we are at the home of CBeebies here in BBC Bridge House, where Natalie's BBC career began, didn't it?
It just did.
It was a bit of work experience, a bit of free work, free labour. But we're going to meet her first exec producer, Vanessa, and we might have a little chat on the kitchen over a cup of tea.
Lovely.
Okay, come on then, let's go.
Come on then, let's go.
So before we sat down with Vanessa, I wanted to find out how Natalie's television career began.
It began when I met Alison Stewart at my university where I was doing my master's degree, where I was showing her a pilot that I did.
So you met Alison Stewart, who's the head of CBeebies in-house production. You got some work experience, you did a month here, you instantly made an impression, and as did Faye and everybody that you met. And I think that's all credit to you while you're still employed within the BBC today. Where did it go from there? How did you go from work experience to gaining some full-time employment?
I then kept in contact constantly with Vanessa, telling them where I was up to. I then had work experience on Songs of Praise for 4 weeks, and from then on I was offered a job with them, which was fantastic. Very different from CBeebies to Songs of Praise.
I think, you know, the fact that you've gained so much varied experience in so many different departments is a real credit to how hard you've worked, and you know, you're obviously well respected as a researcher, no matter your physical ability or anything like that. You have this amazing, inspiring ability to just get on with your life.
I think you have to, you know, with my physical disability. My parents were so positive during my childhood, and they taught me that if I wanted to do something, that I could do it, but it might just take me a little bit longer. And I'm grateful for them to teach me that, because it's enabled me to pursue my dreams.
Damn right are you pursuing your dream.
Yeah.
And anybody who's ever knocked you back or tells you can't do something, I hope is watching this video now, and I hope that they realise that you're completely smashing life more than most people do in a lifetime. Now to talk to my line manager and the genre lead for preschool, Vanessa Amberley, about how Natalie has been such a brilliant ambassador for the BBC.
I've always admired you as well, in that, you know, you've got a very go-to attitude, you know, like very proactive, and like, you know, you have kept in touch with us, which is brilliant. And then, you know, you've gone for different jobs, and also, you know, you do all your speaking as well, which she's constantly going, oh, I'm going off to talk at this, oh, I'm going, yeah, exactly, off to the Houses of Parliament to talk at this, but it's great.
Worse than
it's
me,
really,
actually, I think.
Yeah, no, that's saying something, you know. Do you wear a pink suit? But, you know, but I think it's a really positive attitude as well, and I think, you know, everybody in the department really appreciates that positive attitude from you as well. And I think, you know, it's like, come on, Natalie is doing all this stuff, get up everybody, and you go out and do stuff as well, you know. So I think you bring so much to other people as well, which is great.
Yeah, you're such an advocate for loving life, and yeah, it does. I think it filters down to the people that you meet, and people feel inspired by you, which is...
And she's a bit of a party animal as well,
she's a
as we
bit
know,
of a
don't
party
we? Oh, I have to tell the champagne story. So Faye never barks in the office. She is so good, isn't she? She's so good. And then I think there was, I don't know, somebody was leaving or it was somebody's birthday, and there was a little gathering in the kitchen, and we were in the office, weren't we? And a champagne cork, or probably Prosecco, cork went pop, and Faye just started barking. It was terrible. So it's the first time, wasn't it? So I said to Natalie, I said, well, obviously you don't drink enough champagne, you know, because Faye's not used to it. And then, what was it, a few weeks later, she sent me a picture, and it was Faye at somebody's christening or something. Yeah. And Faye was surrounded by all these empty champagne bottles.
And I just think it's great that we can all like laugh at stuff like that as well, and you know, it's okay to do that, and that's what I think you bring to the table as well, to be honest.
I think it's so important, you know, because if you're not, what else are you going to do? Sit at home and cry all day,
Exactly.
you know.
And what did it mean to you to get the opportunity to come and fulfil your dream, which was to work in television?
It was just fantastic to come in and to be greeted like a normal person. You know, being disabled was never an issue here. You know, I was just a normal person, like you say, expected to do exactly the same things that everyone else, and everyone treated me exactly the same, which to me was a breath of fresh air, because there are people out there that just see me in my wheelchair and they pre-trust me.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice, and I'm so pleased that as a department that they've been able to offer that to you, and that people that we work with have been so open and adaptable to different people in society. I think we all try and be like that, don't we?
Oh, indeed. And I think, you know, it is that thing as well. You know, having got to know Natalie when she did the work experience, and then she'd been doing some other work elsewhere, it was like we were looking for a researcher. You know, she fitted the bill, and as it was, you stayed for an extra couple of weeks as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
And she did a brilliant job, you know, and it was information then that she could pass over to the art team, and they went on and made all these different crafts and things.
It's great to hear the amazing contribution that Natalie has made to CBeebies. But now it's off to where Natalie works every day, Rip Off Britain. Right, come on, we better actually do some work today, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
What are you up to then at the moment? What are you doing?
I'm doing some research for the Facebook posts.
Okay.
So we're off offline at the moment, so part of my job is to find new ideas of what we can post.
And then
do
you actually post them?
Yeah, between myself and Phil, my colleague, we post.
Cool, so what sort of ideas have you come up with?
So we're going to look at relevant topics and perhaps get some advice from the advisors that work on Rip Off Britain, and try and engage with the audience.
So I'm joined with Sherry Knight, who is the series producer of Rip Off Britain and currently Natalie's line manager. Have you had to adapt your teams as such to make it more suitable for Natalie and her additional needs? Obviously, she's not as able-bodied as everybody on the team, so what have you had to put in place as the editorial lead in your department, really?
Well, I'd like to say we had it all sort of organised before she arrived, and actually it was a bit of a learning curve for both us and Natalie, I think, as to what she might need. Generally, access-wise, the building's great, you know, it's fantastic like that, but other things that I hadn't actually thought about, for example, assistive technology. Natalie sometimes has to make phone calls whilst writing, and that's a stretch for her, so we've had meetings to find some new technology to support that, make life easier for her. Things that I had no idea about.
No.
Embarrassingly, really.
Yeah.
And it's really brought me up to speed, and Natalie's been really open to kind of suggesting stuff, and it's her that makes it easier.
It is. I think she doesn't bring with her any expectation of people knowing, and she allows people, if you like, to adapt to the situation, because it is a lot alien to people. I remember this morning we were just at her house, and I was going, oh, we've got loads of time, and then everybody was going, yeah, no, but it just takes Natalie that little bit longer to get in the car or whatever, and often it's those little things that you don't appreciate, I think. So it's great that as a team you're embracing that and trying to make the change. I think that's the great thing about the BBC, is if they've not got it in place, they try to do that.
Absolutely.
And how important do you think it is that the BBC continues to be inclusive? And are there any ways in which you think that they could do more of that?
Well, I mean, I think it'd be really great if we didn't have to talk about inclusivity, because it was just happening.
Of course.
I think it's about recruitment and where we kind of find people from, and I do think you have to actively go out and find and meet people who may not think about working at the BBC, because we can support that. And I've learned that there was a whole disability access team who were happy to come along and chat through Natalie's needs. So I think it's really important for me to have a different perspective on stories, on the editorial lines that we take. Natalie's also suggested a few programme ideas that we hadn't thought of before. You know, we have chances all the time to review people's work, and we were really sort of thinking, God, without Natalie, goodness, before we had Natalie, what did we do? You know, we would panic and throw stuff at Facebook, and now we don't. We plan it, so it's genuinely been a great addition to the team.
It's obvious that Natalie is loved by every single person that she meets. So to finish, I wanted to ask her about her future goals and aspirations. What are they then? Come on, what are your aspirations in life?
My aspiration to inspire other disabled people not to get picked up in life, to inspire families with young disabled children that have just been diagnosed. And hopefully one day I would like to be a disability advisor for TV production, first specialising in a story that had a disabled character, and I would like to do research for them and be an advisor.
You're amazing. I just can't even get over you. You have drive.
You're amazing, too.
You have drive, ambition, and determination more than I've ever seen in anyone. It's been an absolute privilege to be allowed to tell your story today. So thank you so much.
Thank you for following me.
I'm gonna cry in a minute. You're just amazing. You deserve all of your dreams to come true, and I really hope that they do. It's so nice to have met your mum and your dad, and lovely Colette and your dog, lovely Faye again.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you, Bruce.
I really, really do.
Thank you.
Oh. Well, I've had such a special day meeting Natalie and her family. And with all the horrible stuff that goes on in this world, I hope her story inspires you to be the very best that you can be. Thanks for watching.